Hello, I'm Robin Page. I'm the head of design at Volvo Cars. I just want to introduce you to the new XC40, and we wanted to position this car differently to the bigger cars, the 1960 cluster. So we've created a car that we actually see as more of a cousin rather than a sibling to the bigger cars. And in that sense, it has the same DNA of the Volvo range, but it has its own unique product design, far more kind of youthful, and based on graphics and taking a solid shape and cutting some form. So we start here with the front of the car, and from the front you actually see, you recognise the Volvo grille, you recognise the Thor's hammer. But as you come around the side, you can start to see the differences between this car and the 1960 cluster car. Here you see we have a negative cut to the grille, and with the Thor's hammer are more dynamic lines, and that's you see throughout the exterior design. If I walk around the side here, the car, instead of having the linear lines of the 1960 cluster car that starts here and there's a shoulder line that runs all the way through the waist area, we've actually created here a more graphic design. So you can see a line starts at the bottom of the A-post, it comes forward, and then it comes back on itself, up onto the A-post, round the back, and then the graphic comes into here. And then what we've done is then carved form out of that, and you can see on the lower area here, carving the shapes into the door. This gives the character of the car, it gives it the graphic line and also the sculpture. Also from the start we looked at the colour materials, and even in the first sketches we actually created a colour split here where we could have a black roof or a white roof, and then here the main block colour. And this gives the car a personality and expression, so customers can create their own character and their message. So this is something that our customers can play around with to create their own personality. Looking at the rear, I mean the XC40 has a fantastic stance. It's wider at the rear, narrow at the front, it's great proportions, and when you see it on the road it really works well as a proportional car. Let me take you now to the interior. Now the interior, the first thing that you see is that it inherits the really good technology from the 1960 cluster car. So you have the large touchscreen, you have the large 12-inch combi. So we get that technology into the lower cars. Then in terms of the design, if you look at the door here, we have the waist rail made of two graphics. One that comes round into the armrest and the other one comes into the lower pocket. We moved the speaker into the instrument panel, creating lots of storage as an open door. And we also have a material here that's made of 97% plastic recycled bottles. So it has a very much an environmental positive message. The interior itself is made of 3 islands, and we took this influence from the Swedish archipelago, and between the 3 islands we have then bridges connecting the areas. And this was the theme for the interior, nice and clean and simple, and very much also focused on storage. So we had the storage in the doors, but in the console we have then a tissue box, so you can put tissues in, a little storage bin for rubbish, and then in the front area you can actually put your phone in and have wireless charging. So generally the package of the XC40 gives you a great height here, which is true to an SUV. I mean, it's a proper SUV car, so it's got the height proportions. In terms of package, very good driving position, but something that really benefits from this car is coming into the rear, where you get the height of an SUV, but also when you sit in, you can see here a really nice proportioned room. So it's a very successful package for this kind of size car for an SUV. So overall, technology, brilliant Scandinavian design, and also fantastic practical storage solutions. That's the XC40.